This screencast is the 10.6 lesson, How Your Money Can Grow. In today's lesson, you are basically just completing a reading and then watching a Brain Pop video. You can play around on Brain Pop and complete the quiz once you're done as well, but for this, I'm going to read the reading for you. How Your Money Can Grow. Making regular payments to yourself, even in small amounts, can add up over time. The amount your money grows depends on the interest earned and the amount of time you leave it in the account. Interest. Interest is an amount of money banks or other financial institutions pay you for keeping your money on deposit with them. Interest is expressed as a percentage and is calculated based on the amount of money in your account. Compound interest. Compounding is how your money can grow when you keep it in a financial institution that pays interest. When the bank compounds the interest in your account, you earn money on the previously paid interest in addition to the money already in your account. But not all savings accounts are created equal. This is because interest can be compounded daily, monthly, or annually. Annual versus daily compounding. The more frequently, which means the more often, interest compounds, the faster it grows. Annual compounding. Start with $1,000 at 1% annually. Annually means every year. At the end of the first day, you'll still have $1,000. At the end of the year, you'll have $1,010 because you'll have received 1% of that in interest. Daily. Start with $1,000 at 1% compounded daily. At the end of the first day, you will have $1,000.03. On the second day, add the interest earned, 3 cents, and compound the total amount. So you would have $1,000.06. At the end of the year, you will have $1,010.05 from compounding, putting together each day's interest rate added on to $1,000. So you'll notice that the daily interest will get you 5 cents more, and that'll add up over time because every little bit helps. Compounding interest over time. So this is looking a little further down the road. Mattress compounding. That means no interest, it just stays there. You would have 1,000 at 5 years and you would have 1,000 at 10 years. Annual compounding, remember, annual means yearly. At the end of 5 years, you'd have $1,051 and a penny. At the end of 10 years, you'd have $1,104.62. Monthly compounding, so that would happen 12 times a year at 1%. You would have $1,051.25 at the end of 5 years and $1,105.12 after 10 years. And if your interest is compounded daily, which means your interest is added on daily, you would have $1,051.27 after 5 years, and then after 10 years, you would have $1,105.17. Remember, 5 cents adds up over time when compounded daily. It might not seem like a lot, but it will add up, and that's what I want you guys to understand here. Saving money. Saving 50 cents a day. Year 1, no interest, $182. If you get 2% added on daily, you would have $184 by the end of the year. In year 5, no interest, you'd have $912. At the end of the year, at the end of year 5, with 2% daily compounding, you would get $2,014. Year 10, you would have $1,820. With compounding, you would have $2,114. Year 30, $5,460 or $7,480. This is a lot from saving merely 50 cents a day. So interest can be a really big help, guys, and I want you to understand that here. For saving $1 a day, you would have 365. With compounding, you'd have 368. At year 5, you'd have 1,825. And then with compounding, you would have 1,914. With year 10, you would have 3,650. And then with compounding, you'd have 4,029. In year 30, you would have $10,950 without interest if you saved $1 a day. But with compounding, you'd have almost $5,000 more, with $14,960. If you saved $5 a day, year 1, you'd have $1,825. With compounding, you'd have $1,838. Year 5, you'd have $9,125. With compounding, you'd have $9,569. With year 10, you'd have $18,250. With 2%, you'd have $20,144. Year 30, you'd have $54,750. And then you'd have $74,798 with compounding. So as you can see, any kind of addition you can get to your account via interest is a great idea. It helps you gain more money. Annual percentage yield. Annual percentage yield, or APY, reflects the amount of interest you will earn on a yearly basis. It's expressed as a percentage. The APY includes the effect of compounding. The more often your money compounds, the higher the APY, and the more interest you'll receive. When comparing different accounts, you should compare the APYs of the savings products, not the interest rates. Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 is a formula that lets you estimate how long it will take for your savings to double in value. This calculation assumes that the interest rate remains the same over time, and interest is compounded once a year, so annually. Here's how you will divide it. Divide 72 by the current interest rate to determine the number of years it will take to double your initial savings amount. So, 72 divided by your rate equals the number of years. Saving and investing. We'll cover that in tomorrow's lesson. For now, go back and enjoy that BrainPop video. Don't forget to take a screenshot of your quiz.